cute. So that is it.
So
we're
no, not
basically-
this. This isn't the pattern.
That's not the pattern?
No.
Linda,
It
that's not
isn't?
the pattern.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Well, it was the flow top.
It's the Flow Top by Linda Scuia.
Okay, fine. I'll go get it.
Oh, also, we should grab that crochet book. Sorry!
We are live. So.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Montana Yarn Barn. Your special guest host, Paul Haesemeyer, Linda, and Sue will be back in just one
Linda
moment.
and Sue are not organized.
I was this whole time.
Okay, but I was going to say we're basically just doing a catch-up with Paul, right? That's
Yes,
the plan?
that's
Okay.
the plan for today.
Thanks,
That's what
Paul.
I've heard. I'm just hanging out with y'all.
Okay, fun.
Yes.
Fun. Yeah, you are the winner of the fastest knitter competition.
Oh, we're getting a no audio comment from Alyssa.
Uh-oh, Linda. Wait, there should be audio. The thing's on.
Mm-hmm.
What's this?
This is the receiver.
Linda's or
It's
Alyssa
working.
said no audio.
Well, Holly, can you hear us?
Wish I was in town.
I'm just
Can you
saying,
hear us
Holly.
though?
Blah blah blah.
Oh, they do hear
you.
us.
I hear
Okay.
you. Okay.
I hear you.
Okay,
I
great.
hear you. Okay.
Alyssa, I don't know what
Thank
happened
you.
earlier, but thank you.
Alyssa, sorry, you can't hear.
Center this a little. There we go.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. All right, better?
Yes.
Yay.
Okay.
Yes, hearing. Okay, thanks, guys. Thumbs up. Woohoo.
Yay.
Okay, yeah, so the mic's there. So, yes, Paul is here. Paul, we're lucky to see Paul about once or twice a year.
Yeah, I'm back home for a couple of weeks. I'm headed to Spring Green, Wisconsin to work at American Players Theater.
Just Spring Green.
Spring Green.
Okay.
About 45 minutes northwest of Madison at
Okay,
American
that'll be
Players
nice.
Theater. So yes, it will be. I had to come and pick up my car, so I thought I'd hang out for a couple of weeks.
Fun.
Yeah.
So northwest of Madison, and Madison's the capital. So and then is there production every weekend? How
Yeah,
many
it's every weekend.
productions?
It's in rep. I think it's at least 8 to 10 productions throughout the whole summer.
Okay.
Actors do multiple shows over the summer. They have 2 stages, one outdoor, one indoor.
Oh,
I'm working
fun.
on the indoor show called Tribes
Okay.
with a costume designer. I was there in March for a little training weekend,
Oh,
and they
very
had a
good.
little yarn store.
You
Perfect.
see how I got that
Spring
mixed
Green
up?
has
Oh,
a
yeah,
yarn
totally.
store.
They
is it
did.
kind of a tourist vacation spot, or is it an actual town?
It is an actual town,
Okay.
but in the summer it does get busy with all the theater goers.
Okay.
And it's
No pressure.
no pressure holding
Well,
this.
everyone said it was working.
Okay, well it's not. I mean, it just wasn't close, so I just
Oh,
moved
okay.
it closer.
Got it.
I've been to Spring Green. Oh,
many times. Oh, very
Oh,
nice.
good.
Thank you,
Oh.
Holly.
That's funny that it. Anyway, it's a little mecca.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's a little general store, but they were closing when I was there in March, and they had Noro and Barocco and all the lovely
In
yarns
the general store.
in the general store.
Oh, cool.
But I think it's closed already, and I was a little sad, but it was half off all this lovely yarn, but I couldn't justify packing my suitcase full.
Right.
You're buying a new one.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's summer, and then you're gonna come back.
I'll be back
drop
here,
off the car.
drop off the car, then fly back to New York.
Okay.
And just keep working in theater, having a good time, seeing what happens in the big city.
Living the
So
theater life.
kind of gig to gig, really.
Oh,
right?
yes. Welcome to the freelance life.
Yeah, but that's pretty normal, right? In your
is.
line of work.
It is.
Not too many people have a steady job in theater.
No, and those that do are very lucky. They work for the Met Opera or Juilliard or other companies that just hire them for the
Or
positions.
work for the theater, like
Exactly.
that. Yeah.
And I mean, I did work for a costume shop for a little bit. I considered that my most stable job, where it was a guaranteed, 25 to 40 hours a week, depending on how I wanted to work. And it was really nice. It was very fun. And,
Well, you kind of have to put in your time, probably.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I got to put in
You
the
gotta
time.
get a lot of experience to put on your
Resume.
vitae.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. And then
Yeah.
eventually join the union, and we'll see what happens.
How does that happen?
Oh, you got to
Like,
live
do you
in
have
New
to
York.
have a certain amount of hours behind
Yeah,
you?
you apply to the union, and then they say, oh, you're eligible to work these union positions, and then you work union jobs and get
Okay.
X amount of union hours from that. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Fun.
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's very fun. Also, I love your new sweater today, Linda.
Look at that.
It's finished.
All done.
Yes.
Got the. I know. I really like it.
Cute.
It was kind of
Have you
very.
blocked it?
I've been steaming it like
Steaming it.
nonstop
Okay, 'cause
since I've been
you
wearing
need to
it.
do something up
I
there.
do, but I
Okay.
just and she did say that the shoulders need to be blocked pretty aggressively because it's a really
of that
fast
construction.
increase.
Oh, it's
So-
increases.
yeah.
Oh.
However that happens, whatever it is, it's very fast.
Who's
and,
the designer? That Florence person?
Florence Miller, and it's the
Okay.
Tombo Tee.
And
So
Florence Miller, is she like,
she did that
is
step
she
by.
American?
I don't know.
Is she legit?
I feel like she's not AI, if that's what you mean.
I mean, like, I'm sorry. She's not Scandinavian?
I
Is she
don't
Scandinavian?
believe so. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, to be honest.
She kind of came, like, with that step-by-step thing. It was...
Right.
That was the first time I
This
heard of
isn't
her,
like a
but
brand new sweater either. It's probably a couple years old.
Yeah.
I don't want to dig myself
I
in a
had
hole.
some big trouble taking pictures. I was taking some photos on my deck, but the stripes and my boobage, just like, you know, in photos, I'm like, I look like Dolly Parton. I mean,
Hey, that's a good thing.
I don't know.
Some people think that's great.
I know, but it was hard to get some good pictures of it. It still is. So I'll probably
You need
have
someone
us do
else
that.
to do
Yeah.
some pictures.
Yeah, get Jasper to do it. He can do it for you. He
He
knows all
could
your
if
angles.
he's home.
Okay.
He's a busy
Yeah.
guy.
I just
So-
love how this pink and yellow match this tweed so
I
well.
know.
That
I know.
multicolor
I love
in
it.
there
So
is fun. Because that's like sweatshirt gray, but not.
okay.
It's so cool.
Kind of, because when you are away from it,
I mean,
It
from
doesn't-
there,
yeah,
it
it
looks
just
like
looks
sweatshirt
kind of
gray.
gray.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it is not. There's
Yeah.
some color going on in there, but yet it's still neutral. So that's
Yes.
fun.
So
Yeah.
I did use Mojave. So
Yay, Mojave!
Scout, one of our favorite yarns.
Favorite
and
summer
then
yarns.
This was one that we got just for the summer. We're out of the color that I used, but it's Eco Twist Queensland, and you can see it's got a lot. This would
You
be
could
two.
Definitely
that would work
find,
too.
A Mojave in there's
Oh.
like so
Oh
many
yeah,
colors
right.
to play with. The ones that are left.
And
in
I
that.
looked when I started it. It was April 5th, is when I swatched for it. And so
Yeah, not
almost
that long.
about a little over 2 months. I agonized a little bit over cast off, so on my bind offs on this neck and the sleeves, I used a little bit of elastic
Nice.
on the very last row and then the bind off. And I knew I didn't want to do that on the bottom really, but I just wanted to make sure that it was loose enough.
Oh, yeah.
And I found a bind off called Lucy Neat Bees Modified Conventional Bind Off.
Okay.
It's very
That's a mouthful.
similar
Say that 10
to a
times.
regular bind off. There's just a little bit more of I bet you Alyssa will link to that because I send her the link to it for another project. So, but it actually worked out really good. Like it's like there's a whole blog on the stretch of 20 different bind offs and the flare. Because you don't want the flare.
No, we don't want the flare.
So, and Lucy's was
The
only
flare's not
4% flare, but pretty good stretch.
4%.
So,
That's hilarious.
anyway, we'll try to link to that. But yeah, it was, so that was that. And but a 1.5 needle, that was a lot. A lot. But I
Yeah.
love it.
It's lovely. You're
So-
going to wear it
No.
all the time.
I
Yeah.
think I will. I
It's-
will wear it
yeah.
all the time. And
Yeah.
honestly, every sweater that I've made out of Mojave, I wear to the death. So,
Good.
yeah.
Don't
yeah.
kill that one.
I won't.
Try not to kill it. Yeah, Mojave is a great yarn, and we have. They came out with some new colors in sometime this year, and we didn't really need a restock of Mojave until the other day, and so some new colors are coming, and a little bit of a top up. It is a good yarn.
Yeah,
so
it
once
is.
again, the Kelborn ladies.
I mean, I made my
love
ranunculus
Calborn.
out of it, single strand. That was on a 10. That's the one that got ruined. And my rift is this color again, the pink, and another multi that we had last year. So
Nice.
I guess I like it.
Yeah, I used it doubled up for the Nook.
I know. I was
So.
thinking it would be cool to do like a whole post on just the Mojave sweaters that we have made ourselves because I
Do
think
it.
it,
Yeah,
yeah,
do
be
Good
good.
it.
blog, and it's perfect for the shirties.
I know, it's never too late.
Yeah, I might have to make one.
I know.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we have lots of great cotton yarns, but this one is one of our favorites. Okay, so you are not wearing knitwear.
No.
Okay, I like
It's
your
all
shirt.
packed away. Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
I did make this shirt though.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well,
Very
that's-
good. Oh, that is like the
Oh.
Saturday Night Live thing.
No.
I did make this shirt though.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
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 I did
And then
make
you do
this.
the eagle eyes.
Eagle cry. Did you make your sweater? Did you get it from the evil Timu, Linda?
I made this.
Started in April.
Yes.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, I made this one.
Yeah.
So if anybody doesn't know, we'll
Yeah,
link
we'll-
to our video
we'll
that
get
we're.
in there.
If
we're
you guys
mock-
haven't
we're
seen the
mocking
SNL
a video.
sketch, yeah.
Okay, and it's a video that you had a sweater in. How
Yes.
Featured,
Yeah, on
Yes.
national TV.
Yeah, big time.
yeah. My When Harry Met Lucy pullover that was featured in the Nitty magazine surprise issue in fall of 23 was featured on SNL. Bo and Yang wore it in that sketch with Jack Black. And I know Tom Broker, the costume designer, because he and I went to Wabash together different times, but that's how we connected, was through university. And I reached out to him in New York saying, hey, I'd love to connect. And one day in April, he emailed me saying, hey, Paul, we have a sketch this weekend that involves hand-knit sweaters. Do you happen to have any hand-knit sweaters running in your apartment? Do I have hand-knit
Yeah.
sweaters, ladies? What size and what color do you need them?
That's hilarious.
So I just sent him a list of photos, and the writers really liked that cabled sweater, and
Okay.
everyone's loved that sweater ever since it's come out, and yeah, the knitting community
Well-
really loves it and love
Yeah.
to see that hand knitting on
I
display.
know, that's awesome.
You could have outfitted Jack Black too. I feel
Oh,
like.
probably.
That is a super fun skit. Everyone should watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really
Um,
funny, and that's our caca. That's from that too.
It's
But
very
we should
funny.
be.
Yeah.
That one, I love that one.
Yeah, it is hilarious. And every once in a while something will come up and I'm like, caca.
So question though,
Yeah.
I heard that they asked if you would rent them a
Oh no, I
sweater.
charged them.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Yes.
I was wanting to
Well, I
make
mean, they
sure.
also, and I'd assume, I mean, they're
Yeah.
like, and they did ask if we could rent it. I'm like, well, yeah, and then just gave them my number, and we negotiated a bit, and then they sent me a PayPal, and life's good.
Sweet.
Good.
Yeah,
Good,
I hope you'll be
good.
able to buy some more yarn for another sweater at least.
probably. I had to pay the rent first, though, Linda. It's
Right.
expensive living in New
So
York.
a month's worth of rent.
Yeah.
It was a week's salary for me. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Wow, that's the way to
Well,
do it.
Yeah. So
You should
how?
put clothes for
when
rent,
did-
like on Craigslist.
So when did that alum graduate?
He graduated in 91, I believe, or
Oh,
91
so-
or 92.
Okay, so
Okay.
he's about my age.
Yeah,
A little bit
and
younger.
everyone at Wabash loves him, talks about him. He's won multiple Emmys
like
for his work of SNL. He designed the first couple of seasons of House of Cards.
Oh, really?
He's done a lot of work.
Wow.
He designed the off-Broadway revival of Little Shop of Horrors, and that's how I first met him in person in 2019 when I was a student.
Okay.
And I met him at Little Shop of Horrors, and Jonathan Groff popped out full Seymour backstage, and I nearly died, and it was
Wow.
magical.
Wow.
Well, it's
Yeah.
funny that we were talking about costume designers because last night we've been watching a show called Duster,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all the 70s,
Mhm.
and the clothes in there are so good. I'm like, Paul really needs to watch this, and I looked up the designer for it. Her name is Dama Pink.
Dama Pink.
You need to look her up.
Okay, I'll look into her.
Because the main guy, he wears this
Mm-hmm.
fabulous leather jacket that's like to die for.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll look
Well,
into
it's
it.
neat to have an alum who seems very well established.
Oh yeah.
Kind of
Kind of a mentor.
ask a few
Yeah.
questions once in a while. You probably don't want to be really pesky, but
No, I know. I was a little pesky when I first moved there first because I'm like, hi, I'm here, and here. Hire me. But we grabbed coffee when he had a moment, and it was SNL 50. He had to plan for all of that, and it's been a big year for the show because
Yeah.
it's become a global phenomenon in the past 10, 15 years, and it really wasn't when it first started.
no,
So,
no.
yeah,
Nice.
it's been fun and
That's
special, and
awesome.
I'm happy to now have a piece of work be a part of SNL history.
Yeah,
in
because
a
I
way.
feel like that skit was pretty good.
Oh, it was good. All the crafters
know.
loved it.
Right.
It was everywhere. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been fun.
So have you had any random people like come up and say anything to you?
Well, it's not like
Just-
they recognize him from his
Like,
sweater,
okay,
but
have you worn that sweater since then? Probably not. 'cause
I
it's been-
have every once in a while, but my
and-
friends who know me and know the sweater, they're like, "Is that the sweater?" I'm like,
Uh-huh.
"Yes, yes, it is."
Yes, it is.
And I mean, the funny thing is, even when I first moved to New York, I had some people recognize me on the subway because of my knitting, because we're
Uh-huh.
headed to the yarn shop, so they
Okay.
recognize me in the stores. They're like, "Wait, are you Paul?" I'm like,
Uh-huh.
"Yes, how do you know me?" "Oh, I know your Instagram." I'm like, "Oh,
Fun.
this
Well,
is
that's
fun."
good.
Cool. So
Good. Awesome.
It's interesting, and New York really does feel like a small place when you find the right communities. I mean,
right.
costuming and knitting is one of those niche
Yeah.
communities, and everyone knows everyone, and so I'm just happy to have those small town moments every once in a while.
Yeah.
And then
in
come
the big
here
city.
for a real small town moment.
Exactly.
Very fun.
Yeah.
For some clean, yeah.
What
good,
are you guys working on now?
Well, I started the cast off for the Meet Me at Midnight.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
Oh, good. More stripies.
Yep. Anyway, so
Yeah.
that,
That
but
looks
and
good.
so one step at a time. I don't know what I'm gonna do next.
Well, you didn't talk about what you're wearing.
Oh, this is the Phases top by Jennifer.
Stein,
No,
Jennifer.
the Native Knitter.
Okay.
Yep, Native Knitter. on
Native
Instagram.
Knitter.
And that
It's
is out of
beautiful.
Luma, I think,
It's
right?
Luma, and Luma is another great yarn. I would say a solid 3-season yarn
Yep.
in our climate. Maybe a 4-season yarn if you live in a
Yeah.
warmer place.
Yeah.
Because there's enough cotton in here, but there's
Oh,
also
oh.
animal fibers, and it's from Fiber Company. The yarn's great.
Is
So-
it alpaca or wool?
No, it's
It's wool, linen, silk, and cotton.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah.
I do love
It's
a
a
good,
nice-
I do
yeah,
love a good
it's a good
blend.
blend. But it's really nice for color work because it has that wool in it to give you
Grab,
the grabbies.
yeah.
So yeah.
And
Cool.
that's the nice thing about Fiber Company. Every one of their
Mm.
fibers on their yarn basis, there's not 100% anything. They're
Mm-mm.
always a really nice
There's a
blend.
little blend in all of them. Is there? I think there
Pretty
is.
much, yep. There is.
Anyway.
I might
Okay.
sneeze. I'm just saying right now,
Oh,
just in case.
Okay, and
these
neither
pictures.
one
Bad.
of these two said they said didn't have coffee.
I know, and we're almost in the desperate mode, I think.
Yeah,
I mean, I
so
am.
how does
You
that
drink
happen?
so much more than I do because you're drinking a whole pot of coffee, but just straight up coffee. I'm drinking one double shot espresso. So I'm not sure which one's worse.
And at this point, I'm running off of pure adrenaline. It seems.
Oh. Well, I don't drink as much. I'm not drinking the whole pot of coffee anymore. For one thing, my routine used to be a little more concentrated in the kitchen in the mornings, like
Oh.
doing the kid thing. Now my routine is make the coffee immediately, wait for that, and then I go into the living room with my cup of coffee and my computer and read the news.
Okay.
And then I'm almost like too lazy to get up and get more coffee when I finish that first cup.
You should just bring it over there. You need a Yeti to keep.
I need a little robot. Coffee,
Yeah.
please. So
Coffee
there's
Roomba.
that. So I mean, now it's more like 2 to 3 cups. So,
Okay, well.
plus Mike's home, I have to share the pot with him.
Oh,
Fair.
yeah.
Fair.
Okay.
But you know, the coffee research that comes out over and over is so good. Coffee is really good for you.
Mhm. My parents drink decaf, so I have to use Keurigs nowadays.
Yeah, decaf isn't as good.
Oh, good to
So,
know.
Yeah, you tell
all
them
the
that.
brain stuff. Yeah. I mean, anyway. Okay.
What are you
Yeah.
What are you working on there?
Well, I've been really wanting to work on this. My friend Linda Scuia, she's a wonderful crochet designer.
Right. Okay. Hang on. She
And-
is featured
oh,
right
yes.
here.
She's on the cover
We
of
need
the line
probably more of those.
crochet top, which is lovely. And so this is her flow top. When she published it, I fell in love with it. It's short row crochet, and
So
I'm really
side to side.
That's cool.
It's really
That's really neat.
I'm a beginner crocheter, but I had a blast crocheting this swatch this weekend out of Rowan fine cotton.
Hand knit.
Hand
cotton.
Hand knit cotton.
Okay, so
yes.
worsted weight cotton. Nice.
Yeah.
But you're not sure totally about the
The
gauge yet.
gauge. It might be a little big, but I just want something drapey
Do you need
and
to
nice.
try the DK cotton?
Maybe, because it calls for DK.
Yeah, this is, I think technically they classify this as a worsted, and then they have
Huh.
DK over there. I mean, we do, but
Yeah.
they do. We carry it.
Yeah.
This is neat, though.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's worked side to side. Top
It's called the Flow Top, and it's by Linda.
Skuja, Skuja.
She is from Latvia.
She's from Latvia. She and I became good friends when I was living there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Another good contact.
oh yes, and we grab coffee every once in a while, chat about
Don't
knitting,
talk
fiber
about
arts.
coffee right now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We get coffees in it. She, her designs are very pretty.
Oh yeah, she is. I think one of the best crochet designers
Oh,
there are
that's
because it's contemporary. It's
Now, you
modern.
said she didn't
yes, that
care
is
for
hers.
these pants.
Really?
It's not her style.
Her
Oh.
style is a little more gray.
Yes, a bit more modern.
Well, I
It's-
love the orange and
It's pretty fun. Let's see the full
Yeah.
spread here.
She
Oh, there
she
you
does
go.
love Mary Mecco. She likes her, balance. I
that's-
think she just, the
uh-huh.
It's a-
Okay, don't look at the pants.
I like the pants.
Yeah,
I
that's
want the
very pretty
pants.
too.
yeah.
So classic crochet stitches. The granny stitch in this pattern blends seamlessly with the intricate spider stitch.
Huh.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. But yes, so in this one, what are these stitches called?
That is they're doing short rows. It's a treble stitch for the mesh part, and then you use slip stitches to go back and forth across the rows, and then you use half double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, and treble crochet to create those lovely little short row sections of those leaves when you go back and
Nice.
forth. So really,
And
if
then
you
it is
know how to
worn like
do
this.
any crochet stitch, you can make this top. If you know how to do a double stitch like with granny squares, you can make this top pretty easily. I do have to do a lot more counting than I'm used to with crochet because I'm used to granny squares. That's really my only crochet experience so far, but it's a good learning opportunity.
It looks like some shaping you're gonna have to do in the neckline.
Oh yeah, I'll have to do some shaping.
Yeah.
And this is her new pattern?
Yeah, this is a new one.
Okay.
Cool.
Are you
New setup.
testing it or just it's already
It's already been
designed?
published.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty. I bet Mojave would work for that too.
Ooh, Mojave
It's
would
lighter
be
weight,
nice.
A little
more
bit.
of a sport weight.
That's
but-
fine.
I think that might be nice because
Yeah,
this
be
is kind of
pretty.
thick.
It
I
does
know,
feel a bit
that's
heavy.
what I was thinking too.
Because it's nice, but
Because you could get gauge even with a lighter weight.
Yeah.
You know
one.
what? This
Yeah.
would be really nice for like a summer throw.
ooh yeah,
Oh.
do a blanket out of that.
Yeah,
Oh,
on your
huh.
porch.
Yeah.
Oh, cool porch with the rocking
Wow,
chair.
good job, Sue.
That'd be really nice.
Yeah,
Sue,
that'd
home
be really pretty.
designer.
Yeah, fun.
Totally.
I just started because I promised that I would, and I am. It's a little shawl with a little bit of I changed my mind on the main color. I was kind of they mixed, blended too much, so I picked the hot pink. But then, so that's what I'm using.
And you've got that alpaca from
Yep, this.
Creo.
Yep,
Friends
This
family.
is yes, it is. Yep.
That's fun.
Whoa, hello.
Uh-oh, you lost your ball.
Lost my balls.
Lost your ball.
Linda, you're in your Barbie era.
I guess I am. How do you like my ball that I hand wound this?
That's gorgeous.
That's a firm ball.
It is firm. It's quite
So,
a
can
furry.
you see the
and
very
then
pretty speckles
see the
in
little
there, though?
the hole in the ball.
No,
in the
we're not
bottom?
looking at that. We're looking at the speckles because those are beautiful.
we gotta keep this safe for work, ladies.
Yeah, we're not going there.
Well, I think that. But anyway, that's how I did it.
With your thumb.
Little
I'm
Jack
a
Horner.
good little winder.
Fun. Okay, so so the Fulbright. Last time we had sort of an in-depth about like Paul Ketchup. You were heading to New York. You were going to finish the book,
Yep.
and so you have. Is that a check?
Yeah, what's that? What's happening there?
Check.
I found a
Book
publisher.
finished. So
Have a
book
meeting.
finished. Check.
It is not finished, but I found a publisher.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yes. I need a deadline to get
Oh, is
things
that
done after.
Okay.
It is what it is. But the
Okay.
samples are all done. The editor did mention, though, she wanted a few other samples. I won't say who the publisher is at this
Okay.
time, just because I don't want to say it until the book's actually
Well, you
Right.
probably need to
I
have some
know.
conversations. yeah.
exactly. And I know that my
You need to
editor
meet
wants some
your
more
deadlines.
samples and meet my deadlines and get my writing done, and yeah.
Okay. And are you
So they're
still doing
exciting.
a few things for Modern Daily Knitting?
I
occasionally?
am. I've been doing some articles for them.
Mhm.
The last article I wrote was about the little granny square Crocs and taking some
Oh
a
yeah,
YouTube
those
tutorial
were
making
kind of
them.
cute.
Aren't they fun?
Super
I had a lot of fun. I saw those and I'm like,
Even
I
though
actually want Crocs now.
I told Jasper you are not allowed to get Crocs.
Mm.
I'm sorry, I have an aversion.
Even
so
with crochet
popular.
on them?
Maybe with crochet, but I don't know where I'd wear them.
You
To
wear
the
'em
yarn
here.
shop.
Yeah. They're just my house shoes, and then I'm gonna wear them
house
everywhere.
shoes I could maybe
Crocs are
not
the in
out
thing.
in that's just me.
They are. They were in,
anyone
and then they were
can
out,
wear
and then
them
they're in.
if whatever
and
they
it wasn't
want.
that long that
You
they were
won't
out.
see me wearing them. So
Yeah, I've
and
never
anyone
owned
in my
any.
house will be out.
You have some
like,
grandkids who have them, right?
in Australia. Yes.
Yeah.
And
All
they
the
wear them
trendy
a lot.
places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, they embrace being ugly, and I think that's what people find charming about them is they're just passionate and they embrace.
I just
being
know
disliked.
some certain people that have worn them, and it just like I'm just.
You've been traumatized.
I know the people. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say anything. Anyway, I'm just not ever gonna do Crocs. So
I've never tried them honestly, but I don't love. I know a lot of shoes now are plastic, even like sneakers and stuff. But
right. I mean, people say they're comfortable.
Right.
But hey, it's
it's like a squishy plastic, right?
it was just a fun moment because I saw Crocs, which is very much fashion zeitgeist, crossed over with the fiber zeitgeist. I'm like, oh, let's explore this just because knitting and crochet is having a moment in the modern fashion world. And to do that with shoe wear even is incredible. So I'm like, oh, let's take a look at this and see
Cool.
what it's like.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
I
so you're
still thought they were cute.
Why,
they're very
thank you.
cute.
Thank you.
So
thank
you're
you.
doing a little bit with Modern Daily,
Yeah.
and then they've opened a store. Are you going to go to
In
Nashville?
I'd love to eventually. I was invited to join them for their Nash Fest
Oh, for
this
the
past
retreat
spring.
thing?
Yeah, but
fun. The timing was wrong.
timing was wrong. It was the same weekend as my training weekend, and I do have some friends who live there who could have hosted me, but it was just one of those next year, hopefully.
Can't do it
So
all, yeah.
I'm hoping to do H&H next year, Nashville. What is the Seattle festival?
Flock.
A friend of mine invited me to Flock. I'm like,
Oh.
I would if I could. So I'm hoping next year be more of a, I can do the knitting festivals and get to see people, and especially because you guys were at H&H, and a lot of my friends and designer knitting people were at H&H.
Yeah,
Do
there
you
was a
know-
lot of
Who's
influencers
the lady
there.
we met just randomly? Who's the gal that crochet? Do you know her?
Not Bad Britch.
Yeah.
Brit,
Mhm.
not
Yeah.
Bad
not
Brit,
not
yeah.
Bad Brit.
Brit.
No.
She said Birch.
Yeah. Not Bad Brit. She's wonderful. We had a great time at Vogue. We met at Vogue and we chatted. We're like, oh, I think we're friends now, girl.
Yeah, she was easy to talk to. Just we ran into
love
her
her.
just in the hotel, and anyway, yeah. Fun,
Yeah.
fun.
So that's been fun and had a great time hanging out with y'all for the Worldwide Knit in
Yeah.
Public Day for the speed
Yep.
knitting contest. And
Yeah, that was our first.
I do feel like if you had been throwing, you might have had more of a run for your money with Karen.
Maybe we should next year make the rule be you need to be throwing. It seemed
Can you throw?
I can. It's been a while. I haven't really done it much.
It'd be fun to have like different, like, you know, what you could do is have different heats. Like you could have throwers here
Yeah,
and continentals
pickers
here,
there, yeah.
and then whoever the winners of that is, then they come together and
Oh,
they.
totally.
we could do crochet too somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I know there are some throwers who are faster knitters than I am, I'm sure.
I'd
It's
love
possible that Wendy
maybe.
jam. We need to get Wendy.
Yeah.
We need to get
Yeah.
Wendy in here. Seriously.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, you
Yeah.
are the master.
You
I
are
mean,
the champion.
I'll have to come back next year and defend my title. Bonnie said she's going to give me a run for my money next year, so.
Bonnie.
Yes.
She
Uh-huh.
accidentally signed up.
I know. I told her she was supposed to do it, but she chickened
Oh,
out.
fun.
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
fun.
What do you
Okay.
guys have planned for the summer? Because I'm going to Wisconsin. What's
Yeah,
happening here at the Yarn Bar?
Quite
At
a
the
bit.
Yarn Bar.
Quite a bit.
Yarn bar. So
Well, actually, the our high tea at Prerogative Kitchen is coming up on the 22nd.
yep.
So
this
don't
Sunday.
forget, if you
Don't
signed
forget.
up,
We'll see you there.
yeah, it'll be
Yay.
nice. It's
and I
gonna be
saw
nice.
in Red
amazing.
Lodge next Sunday night. I think is supposed to be in the low 40s.
Oh, okay.
But the daytime where it's a daytime event.
Right,
So
right.
Yeah, so that kids camp starts next week.
It does.
Amazing.
And we do have a
Yeah.
couple spots
couple
left in the
spots.
June class.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
There's 2 sessions of kids camp. So it meets every afternoon, Monday through Friday. Liz is in charge, and she has a lot of fun stuff planned. Of course,
Yes, and-
knitting and crochet will happen, but also yarn dyeing. And in the past, that's I think the favorite thing that the kids do.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
yeah, they love that.
But she has cyanotypes going this time, and also there are some kid camp alums who are coming back. So those those kids, because it's such a small group, and Liz knows them, she is doing kind of custom activities or custom projects for those kids who are in the know already.
And maybe already knit and
Yeah, yeah.
done the pot holders
Yeah,
and stuff
so-
before. So,
And then
Nice.
and then we've got a gigantic sale planned.
yep, lots different sale. Where it is the-
Semi-annual inventory reduction.
no, it's
Semi-annual clearance sale. Same thing.
Yeah, we're bringing a lot of new yarns in, so we really want to make sure there's space for them. So our loss is your gain. So
Literally.
that's going to start on June 28th, 30th, but go
Monday.
until August 2nd.
Rather than a concentrated sale, because we're spreading it out, but it's going to be even better than it's ever been as far as discounts.
Right.
So,
Yeah. We're not joking around
Yeah.
here.
So we have, and so every day we come in and we're planning that.
Yep.
Yeah. So that we have a cool trunk show later in July.
Amazing.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. So
Amazing.
I'm in the middle of my second book on A Court of Mist and Fury.
Ooh.
Mist and Fury.
Yeah.
Mist.
Yeah.
That's ominous.
I
Mist
know.
and Fury.
The
Wow,
mist
scary.
thing has to do with one of the fairies has some weird power that
I was
he
going
can
to say
mist
a misting
over
power.
something, and then the fury is Alice said she needed a color called violence. So
That's mine.
the fury.
No,
Oh, is that yours?
My character's name is Violet.
Oh,
And
okay.
her special friend calls her Violence.
Okay.
Special friend.
Special friend.
Enemy. But now
Okay.
they're very good friends now.
So,
Very
good.
Extremely. It took a long time in that first book to get there, but they did get there.
Well,
I am
Shannon
not
Larson was saying that she read the first two, but by the time the third one came, she was listening to it on audio and she had to keep turning it off. So I said there wasn't that much intimacy in these
yours.
first two books,
Oh, but yours are
she's
getting
like,
there.
she's like,
Oh.
don't worry,
Okay.
it's gonna happen.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, so
and then we're gonna have some
trunk show for
fun
that.
stitch markers coming
yeah,
with
we're
that.
having some
so-
custom ones made for that. So
Yeah.
Amazing.
I
Love
Have you
know.
read
that.
those books?
Not yet.
Maybe
I've
you
heard things.
should.
Okay, I have
Good
to
summer
consider.
read.
I heard it's
a
an easy
crown
read.
of thorns and roses.
A court of thorn and
a
roses.
throat, yeah. A court of
Fourth wing for me.
crowns and
Ah, you're in fourth wing.
roses.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
I'm
Very
getting
nice. You're doing
mixed up.
dragons. You're doing fantasy fairies. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's fairies.
there's no-
F-A-E-R.
Fairies.
R-I-E-S.
Yeah, dragons. They're good.
I wonder what's in the middle for me between.
Oh,
Dragons and fairies.
Oh, well, there's lots of other
Mermaids?
series, and Alice has she said that the ACOTAR was the first one,
Oh,
and then fourth wing was second, but now they're on. There's lots of them. So
Oh, okay,
Oh.
cool.
yeah.
there's a whole bunch. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Spicy summer reading.
Yes,
That's all we need.
it's
So
a
many-
spicy summer.
So many books.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then do we have time? Oh, I don't know if we have time. We were gonna do some kid ideas. So school's out finally for the public schools here.
Mm-hmm.
It was an extra long school year, and so now parents, after you settle into summer, you might need some ideas. But maybe we can talk about those next week.
Yeah,
Kid
yeah. We
ideas.
do have. I have a couple of fun ideas.
Yeah. So, we have a few new things, but they're like tiny little scissors that probably would not even show up. So,
New little gadgets.
yeah, and
All
we've got a
right.
restock of some things. But anyway,
Okay.
Paul,
Yes.
thank you for joining
Yeah, of
us.
course. I always love joining you guys.
Yeah,
and
have a fun summer.
I will. I
Safe
will.
journey on the road.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
be careful.
Wisconsin.
Don't
I will.
drive too
I
fast.
will.
Yeah.
Maybe I have to get the audiobook version of these books.
Oh
for the
yeah,
journey.
you
Yeah.
totally should.
Okay. Sounds
And there's
good.
different versions.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to. There's like one where
There's, like,
they're just
character
they just
actors.
read it,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then the other one, character, lots of
Ooh.
sound effects.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do audio for my second one because I need to do.
Knit.
I want to knit
Yeah.
too, so I'm gonna
Well,
try.
and
the
we already got a
audio.
customer at the door, so I think we better
Okay.
get
Oh, time
going.
to go.
But
Okay.
thank you, ladies.
All
All right,
right.
we'll see you later.
Have a great day. Thanks
See
for
you
watching.
guys.
Okay.